against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
First carry here for Ken Walker.
Oh, good move. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try for the first with Walker. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 27. They'll begin on the ground here with Abanikanda. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
And they'll go again with Abanikanda.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st down, Fields.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They were very good a week ago in the win over Minnesota.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now a first throw of the afternoon, and the connection is there. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Fields. That's caught. This is Abanikanda.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. 3rd down, here's Abanikanda.
And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
They snap it to Fields.
Touchdown, Bears! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season.
And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Lawrence.
He put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Go.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
Take it at the 37, and he goes out right around the 39. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there, and the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now Fields. Eluding the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Back to throw. Fields. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
It's like watching paint dry.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 6 now.
Make them jump off slide. Good ball, good field. Right open.
Lawrence will throw. Throw out wide to Walker. Still fighting. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Throw out wide is incomplete. The Seahawks at 2-0 here to begin the season. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. He's on his way. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Off play action, Fields. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics.
The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Bears. And some room to maneuver. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Israel Abanikanda, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0.
Bears 21, Seahawks nothing.
This could be the turning point.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Hey, lion.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit.
Here's a diving catch right side, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
And not all spectacular catches are the result of a pass that maybe was not thrown quite right. Sometimes it's thrown in the perfect spot, and you have to just go get it. And he did that right there.
No fear there in the middle of the field.
Go, let's go.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Now Lawrence to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Peterson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
We're at 23.
Lawrence.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This one goes underneath to Walker.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes up to the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
18-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the...
There he goes, right side. How about this? He's to the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Israel Abanikanda with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others. And the Bears are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after here coming up. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Bears 28, Seahawks 3.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker traveling the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Now Lawrence
completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he's taken down inside the 30. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Fant.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Throwing again here. It's Lawrence.
That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Second and 10.
Hey, Jupiter. Hey, kill.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And able to get him down, but he does has reached the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Here's Walker. And he will take this one for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with career touchdown number 109. That ties it with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is up and good. It cuts the lead to 28-10 now. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And shutting him off, now open field. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Taken down at the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, there were 3 talking points at the half, partner. All of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
On first down, it's Fields. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
On second down, it's Abanikanda. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 2, Fields. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Seahawks will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Fields pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that payoff in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the score.
Down the numbers. There he goes. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Point after try forthcoming. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. Here is
is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
They'll run on 1st down. Goodson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd down and 6. And from the gun, here's Abanikanda. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6.
On 1st down, Fields. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. On the handoff, Abanikanda. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 155 yards rushing for him now as this sensational afternoon continues. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 3rd and long, it's Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Chicago! A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Bears 35, Seahawks 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. And, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. What a return. He did everything but take it to the house.
And, partner, not only is he kicking himself right now, he's going to petition the league for 99-yard fields. That's almost not fair to get it that far and not get into the end zone. Nevertheless, a great return.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker punching it in from a yard away. And the Seahawks get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Trying to get that edge back as they've watched this lead shrink a little. Abanikanda on 1st and 10.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
10 yards on the pickup.
On the toss, Abanikanda.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
The give now to Abanikanda.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Now Hill to return it.
And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time. And what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now they try to inch closer, but still ultimately down 2 scores in the final quarter. Shoves him aside. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
165 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Lawrence's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
11. We can see the goal line. 30 left.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is in for a Seattle touchdown.
Kenneth Walker.
A 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
There he goes left side. Inside the 20. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Israel Abanikanda, 75 yards. And the Bears might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Only able to gain a couple there at its 2nd down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling. Don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now Lawrence.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked up by Christian Harris.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Fields.
Now he's flushed out right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
And they'll give to Abanikanda on the option.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's brought them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He had to run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Darnell Mooney.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bears look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Just another day in the office. Hey, easy, route.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
A good game there on 1st down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
On 2nd down, Lawrence.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Seahawks on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. In motion, Hill. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Keep it together. 11.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Going right back to Fant. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Hey, kill.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Throw out wide to Walker.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Again, it's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
11,
On 1st down, Lawrence.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
A great effort there. Laying himself out in the end zone.
And the Seahawks have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, son.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Locates Mooney on the out route.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 11 yards for number 11.
A gainable yard on the play. And the Bears first down.
Now a first down throw. Fields.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 16-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Vincent.
And the Bears are going to have a first and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Israel Abanikanda taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
The point after is good, and that will make this a 19-point game. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got the first down and more.
Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, 70 yards. And the Seahawks are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You